Good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon. Well, afternoon,
is it
morning.
Is it afternoon?
Don't know.
Afternoon. Good something, Joseph.
How's it going?
All right, mate. You?
Yeah, all right, thank you. It's Monday.
It is a horrendous day of the week.
Bit sweaty as well today.
It's very. I recognise this.
Yeah. So this belongs to an old customer of mine from back in the days when I used to be on the tools every day. A guy called Mark. Mapped quite a few cars from over the years, and he bought this recently. It's a 2017 420i, 184-ish horsepower standard.
Okay.
So this runs the new Bosch MG1 ECU. He bought the car not too long ago, and it was claimed to be tuned, no proof, claimed about 270 horsepower. So we had the car, basically, he was asking me a load of questions about the car, and I said to him, well, the easiest thing for us to do is put it on the rollers, data log it, and see what we got. Because not only will we get numbers, we can see what the requests are and what everything's, what everything's asking for, what we're getting, and then we can make a recommendation on, further tuning or whatever. So we had the car in, got it on the dyno, done a couple of back-to-back pulls, done 265 horsepower, I think, and 263 back-to-back from memory. Very consistent, but the graph was shocking. There was a massive dip and then recovery in the mid-range. So yeah, not
a good graph.
No, and it was a one of them pivotal moments where I said to him, like, this is what we talk about all the time. It doesn't matter what the peak numbers are if the graph looks crap and the power delivery is poor. So I kind of said to him, we can go one of two ways. We can either retune it at stage one. I think all the car's got is a cat back exhaust, custom made, potentially a panel filter.
Yeah, it's a panel.
But all the cat's still in place. So I said we can either retune at stage one and just try and make it nice, or we can price you up a load of bits and go straight to stage two. So he's elected to retune at stage one, which is absolutely fine. So that's kind of why we're here today, is just to see what we can sort out and go from there.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to start with, we've got the run that you did
before. I'm just jumping straight into
the tune, yeah.
I was going to say this later. The reason, so I'm the last person to bash on a tuner, and I'm the last person to blame a tune for a problem, partly because we see so much of it, and a lot of the people making the accusations are people of questionable or little knowledge. The reason I've made this recommendation is because in the data logs you can see on the boost request it literally is going up and down.
Well, that's why it was in. It wasn't just power run; it was logged.
Yeah, that's right. So we did a dyno data logging session. And obviously, once we'd had the results of everything, that's why I explained to him why we do this. Because the boost request is literally jumping up and down.
Which explains why the graph is jumping down.
The car is following that request and it's making boost, but it is
erratic.
Like that, yeah. So that's what I've said to him, is it looks like the request's all over the place. The car's following it, which is obviously a good indication that everything's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of just doing what it's being told to do.
All right, well, I'll quickly slap up a picture of the old tune graph before we get into the run, if we're going to
run that's fine.
So I'll put that up now so it can be seen, and then we'll go into a run.
Yeah, and we'll jump into some pulls and see what we do.
Proves the point, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't want to look smug. That's not. No, before we get into talking about all this, like I said, I am the last person to blame a tuner or.
Well, we have no idea who's tuned this.
No, I don't know. We don't.
And it could have been some guy with a laptop who's charged £100.
Well, possibly. The thing is, the car's come from miles away. He doesn't know who it was done by. There's no proof. There's no dyno printouts. There's nothing. So, and the thing is, like I said, when we were talking about it, I wasn't actively trying to get him in to retune the car. The thing is, if it had come in and made good numbers, and the data logs were good, then
off you go.
Pay for your runs, catch you later. It doesn't, that's not how we work. But like I said, I was confident there was an issue, or tune-related issue, just because of the boost request. The difference now, I mean, you can see. Obviously, they won't be able to see, but you'll be able to see.
Well, no, I can put stuff on. So I'm going to put that on the screen.
Yeah, but basically, it comes in nice and flat.
Yeah, I can see it.
We hold boost pressure, then come up a little more in the mid to later mid range. Nice and smooth, both the request and the actual. And then difference. I mean, we've gained all the way across the board.
Hugely.
Well, yeah, wheel horsepower, crank power, and torque.
I mean, the thing is, if you look at, so we said what, 265?
Yeah, so if
before it was 265, about 360, judging by what I can see on there, newton meters. So on paper, even if you take the second run, which is less powerful, we've gained 12 brake
at peak,
and what was 415, 416 newton meters last time, wasn't it? So on this second run, sorry, so that's about 50, call it newton meters. Yeah. Which, in itself, fair enough, it's gains, but that's so irrelevant in this case.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are very tunable. Like I said, I mean, these book at like 184-ish standard, and you can get them to like 284 brake with a very good tune. And like I said, I mean, we made 281 on the first pass, 277 on the second. Yeah. We're, torque's the same within about 10 newton meters between runs.
That 260, sorry mate, I'm just looking at this graph. On that 260 is for literally 100 RPM.
Yeah, but this is the whole argument that we come back to is your peak power is literally the peak.
It doesn't mean anything.
No, it's the rest of it and this is what I was saying to Mark earlier. It's we were aiming to make similar power, but it's more about power delivery that we're focusing on. But the difference in this should be night and day.
Oh yeah, it's obvious. You can see it from the graph. I mean, you've gained what? 50 newton meters of torque pretty much throughout the entire rev range from, say, 2,000 RPM to 5,000 RPM. So 50 newton meters across 3,000 RPM is massive. And then at the end, where your torque drops off, it's still 60 newton meters more. Yeah. And then you've got what? 40 braking points. It's a lot of difference. But this is, again, like you said, that old adage, peak numbers mean absolutely nothing if the driver's poor.
But yeah, it just kind of, this is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. It's good though. Hopefully, I'm going to say hopefully, that will definitely be a much more drivable car.
Yeah, for sure.
More powerful in everyday situations. It's awesome, babe. Okay, so are we now done then?
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up. I mean, intake temps, we're, nearly 25 degrees ambient. Yeah. Intake temps, we're hitting 46, 47, so that's 20,
hugely inefficient.
22-ish above ambient, which isn't bad, to be fair. I mean,
it's also warmer today than it was last time.
We had this on Saturday, we were doing another dyno tune, and I think we were like 40 degrees above ambient. Yeah. There's a lot of the stock coolers just don't take it well.
Okay.
All right, fun and games.
Exactly. Until next time.
Yeah, until next time.